talk about the terms and conditions of the man that you would actually be interested and open to building with. Because, like, I like you're not just gonna build with any man. So talk about the actual terms and conditions of the man that you would be open to building with. What is he gonna have going on in his life?
Um, he's gonna have certain goals in place, and he's going to be family oriented. And then the other things, we'll see. And of course, he has to be like financially stable. He has to know how to manage his money. He can't just like have a bunch of debt. I'm not marrying nobody with a bunch of debt. That's crazy.
Period.
We gonna lay all the finances out on the kitchen table before we sign any papers, do anything. And I need to know you're financially responsible, because a lot of marriages end in like finances and people hiding money and stuff. I seen a video the other day. Woman put a what is that? A loan, a car loan or something out on her. What is that called? Oh, a title loan on her car. Repo man came and got her car. She like gave the keys to the repo man and said, "Hey, my husband is in there. He doesn't know that I got the loan. Um, can you just drive the car away?" And I'm like, wow, that's crazy, hiding finances and stuff and marriages. Like I would lose my shit. Like that's one thing I don't play with is money. I gotta make sure me and my family is straight.
So, Miss Bree, I didn't hear you say anything about his character. I didn't hear you say anything about him having ethics and morals and values.
I told
I didn't hear you
you.
say anything about, how he's going to actually treat you, and treating you well and being caring, compassionate, loving you. I
That's
didn't
a
hear you mention
given
anything about
though.
any of those.
Those are a given. I'm not messing with no mean nigga. Like again, our morals have to align for most of the part.
Okay.
Religiously as well. It's kind of hard going into detail because I don't want to just sit here and just like
Right, right.
be
I'm not
an
asking you to do
imaginary
that.
person,
Right.
because I'm open. I wouldn't say I'm open to dating anyone, but if say like someone doesn't meet my qualifications, I don't disqualify them. So I don't want to just like name certain things.
Why would you not disqualify them though?
No, like say like they don't have they're bringing something to the table that I don't have listed.
Hmm.
So I wouldn't disqualify them for that. Like I'm open to, I guess, whatever characteristics that they have if I'm able to work through that.
Okay. What's your
Um,
thoughts? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
they gotta be emotionally stable. I told you this before. Like I'm not dealing with somebody that get mad, start beating on their chest, they start grinding their teeth, jaw locking up, breathing heavy. I'm not dealing with no I'm not dealing with nobody like that. No, that's how you get shot. So yeah.
Oh my gosh. Mm.
What?
Um, do you have a height preference?
Um, yes, I have a preference for height, but if their personality makes up for their height difference, I'm cool with that, but I'm not dating nobody shorter than me. I don't even think I can date somebody my height, because I guess as long as you my height when I got heels on, we good with that. But the men that I have dated in the past were like, 6'3", 6'4".
So you do have a height preference.
No, I don't have a height preference.
Yeah. You just said you're not dating anyone shorter than you. You said you said that it'll be cool. I mean, it's cool if he's at least your height when you have on heels, but you really prefer, you know, someone like, 6'3", 6'4" range for real.
I prefer that, but if their
So you have a
personality
preference.
and characteristics make up for it, I'm cool with
So
that,
you have a preference, ma'am.
Okay, yeah, I do. Maybe I can do 5'11". I don't know. Maybe six. I don't know. We gotta see, cause I got a lot of hair on my head, and when it's like poofy, when it's dried and big, that gives me like what 5 inches.
Is that right?
And I'm a tall woman already, and if I decide to put on heels, I'm even taller. And I don't. This sounds shallow, but I don't want to be like towering over a dude. That's weird to me, cause yeah. I want to feel like I'm going to be protected, and I'm gonna be protecting him if he little, if anything. I'm trying not to laugh.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did. She's justified in having that height preference for sure.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm tall for a woman. I'm not no little 5'2". I wish. No, not really, because yeah.
So Bree, when do you actually, let me ask you this. Um do you have a preference of the skin color of the man, or are you um are you open to finding love in other places?
No, I do not have a preference on skin color. That's crazy.
So
Although,
you're open to dating a Caucasian man?
oh, you talking about that? I thought you talking about like light skin, dark skin.
No, no, I'm not. No, I'm not talking about being colors. I'm just talking about like I should have said ethnicity or race.
Okay. Um, yeah, I don't mind dating outside my race, but unfortunately, they would have to be the exception. It's really sad, but they may just have to be the exception for that race because, yeah, I ain't got time to be dealing with people's grandmothers and great aunts that are racist and have Confederate flags outside their houses. I mean, I gotta show up there on Thanksgiving.
Wow.
Being in Texas, I see a lot of that.
No, I get it. Um, so you prefer a black man,
Yeah, black men, I'll date Hispanic, mixed race,
Caribbean?
Caribbean. Um, yeah, depends.
Why does it depend?
It depends on what island they from.
Haiti?
And oh yes, I love me some Haitian man. They not the best for you, but
Why are they not the best for you?
I'm just saying that. But yeah, I wouldn't mind dating a Haitian man. I actually used to talk to a Haitian man. That's good too. Like with the culture and everything, that would help me a lot.
Who are you talking to?
What you mean? Who I'm talking to?
Are you talking to someone in the comments?
No, I'm talking to you.
Oh.
Oh, Reggie, a Haitian? Oh, hell.
He said no. Okay. Um, what you having there?
Reggie. I done called him about three different names already.
So you do desire to uh be a quote unquote kept woman. You do desire to one day be a stay at home mom. Um but like you said, especially in the world that we live in today, you do plan to have other means of making income.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I guess one of the other qualifications would be someone having an entrepreneur mindset and we, feed off of each other. That would be great.
So you're saying like you want a man with the mindset to eventually escape the matrix.
Yes, I come from a family of entrepreneurs, and yeah, that's all that we know.
Get it how you live.
Yes, and being able to enjoy life. So that's what I'm saying. Also, like, yeah, I'm leveling up right now, but as soon as, if I find someone or if they find me and it's a good match, as soon as they tell me to stop working, I'm gonna stop working because I value family over, working. I value being around my future kids more than being at that job. I value being involved in their life and creating a life where I don't know. I
So
don't really
if
say it.
you if you were to get married to a man, would you try to like map all of this stuff out before um like you start having kids? Like I'm asking that to say, how you just said you value being able to spend time with your kids and how that is more important to you than going to be at a job somewhere. But like you said, you would still want to be um making money, and putting your husband in a position to not have to be slaving and sending himself to his grave early because he has to work so much to be able to provide. um so like, I mean, you probably never thought about this, but I'm gonna just ask anyways. Um, when you get married, do you want to like just, you know, be married for like 2 to 3 years and then start having kids, or do you think that like when you get married, you want to start having kids right away?
Yeah, there's definitely no rush once I'm married unless I find out something medically is going on. But definitely no rush. I really want to get to know the person who I'm marrying. Although we probably dated for, a couple years, I still want to know how he will act within, 5 years of us being together and then maybe close to that 7 year mark we can start having kids. But I really want to enjoy my partner because a lot of people I've seen it, you know, get married, have kids, and they grow apart from their partner and they're wondering why and how that happened. and they didn't have like a strong foundation of their marriage to begin with. And they pretty much just developed a relationship around their kids. And it was really more so about the kids and not so much about making sure your partner is good.
Do you really believe you said something in um it just made me think of something. Do you really believe in someone quote unquote outgrowing their partner?
I don't know. I haven't lived long enough to know that. But I think it is possible. I would say on a relationship level, yeah. But I wouldn't know as far as marriage.
Yeah, I was asking for marriage because if we get married and we have vows and marriage we're supposed to honor our vows. So if you're not getting cheated on, if you're not getting emotionally, physically, verbally abused, um, I just think every option needs to and should be exhausted before wanting to um, depart from someone. So when people say that they outgrew their partner, I just kind of be wondering, what does that mean? What what is it about them that you outgrew? Like, cause like you took vows. You said in for rich or for poor, in health and sickness, um, life or death, whatever the hell the vows be. So again, if you weren't getting cheated on, if there wasn't infidelity, if you weren't getting mentally, emotionally, physically abused,
Mm-hmm.
you really not honoring your vows then. If you're trying to, at least to me, you're not honoring your vows if you're trying to um get out of the situation for anything else.
No, I agree. Like, if there isn't any infidelities, if you're not being abused or anything like that, I wouldn't really understand. Like, what would that be qualified as under the divorce? How would they file for divorce? And how would they actually get the divorce? But people just like, um, just say these vows, and I don't think they really mean what they're saying. They're just saying it.
No, 100%. I agree with you. I mean, um marriage is down like 60 something percent in this country over the past like 650 years. And the divorce rates, women are divorcing men at almost 80% rate in this country today. And there's like a 50 something percent um divorce rate in general. Um
Like these 50 and 60-year-old women who are like divorcing their husbands?
I'm sorry,
Or
what did you say?
are you referring to like the middle-aged women that are deciding to divorce their husbands, or are there younger women that are divorcing?
I'm not going to sit here and speak on something that I don't know. I don't know the age demographics specifically that are divorcing at higher rates than others, but what I definitively do know is that women are divorcing. So again, the divorce rate alone is 50 something percent, and women are divorcing men at a 70 something percent rate. I know that definitively. I don't know again, I don't know the specifics of the age demographics, but um, yeah, that's definitely.
No, honestly.
I'm
And
sorry,
I
what'd you say?
I'm curious to know, and I wonder why they're divorcing. Like, what happened? I want to look up those cases.
You don't think women get bored?
Oh, true. True. See, I didn't think about that. But yeah, that's true. And
What would you say?
some men, I guess some men's sex drive go down as they age and women's go up. So that could be a possible reason.
Is that true?
I wouldn't say like overall, but that's something that I've heard. I would say
Oh,
that's something
okay.
I've heard. I'm not quite sure. But damn, yeah, getting bored. That's crazy.
You never got bored with a man before?
Yes, I got bored with a man, but I was never married. That's crazy to,
But I
yeah.
mean, is it worse to get bored with a man that you're married to versus a man that you may be in a relationship with, a man that I don't even want to say maybe pursuing you, but a man that you may be quote unquote talking to? Like when you've gotten bored, what has made you get bored?
Just no progression for me. When there's no progression and we set goals for ourselves or where we want to be at in the relationship and there's no progression, I wouldn't say I'm getting bored. It's just like I'm wasting my time here.
Right. So you don't it's like when you say progression, like what are we doing? Like, is this leading to anything?
No, I would say like in the beginning of the relationship, if we have, certain icks about each other or certain things that we need to work through so that we can become stronger as a couple and we're not working towards that, then there's no reason. If I see no progression, then there's no reason to continue on.
But that's what I'm asking you, Bree. So when you say progression, progression towards what?
I just told you, like relationship problems or just goals that we need to meet emotionally with each other, or if there's certain boundaries that are being crossed and those are being crossed, then I'm good on that. I can only address it a couple times, or if even if, like I tell you, oh, I'm getting bored, as never came out my mouth, then that other person should figure out what they need to do to keep their partner, or the person who is bored needs to figure out how they can not be bored. But that's not something I ever ran into.
Do you feel that in a relationship that it's a man's duty and obligation to make you happy?
Mm-mm. I mean, it's not his obligation to make me happy, but if he's making me miserable,
Right.
then that's something that I would definitely move on from. I'm not spending too much time on that.
Right. But you've been in a relationship before and you know and understand. Thank you for the gifts, Big Booty Niqua. You know and understand that um feelings are just feelings. I'm not trying to sound insensitive. I'm not trying to sound emotionless, but um I mean, you're a girl. The the smile that a man is able to put on your face, the butterflies that a man may be able to, the quote unquote butterflies that a man may be able to um have in your stomach. You understand that when you get in a relationship with a man that you're not always going to feel that way about him at all times.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
And
being that
even,
you know, I'm sorry, go ahead.
okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, 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 go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I wait.
No, I'll wait.
No,
Bree,
I will wait. Let me
I
get
will
my thoughts
wait.
together and let me listen to what you're saying so we can continue on.
Let me listen to what you're saying so we can continue on because you had a rebuttal to what I said.
Damn, I already forgot. What did you say last?
I say you understand that feelings. Someone in the comments said, I'll go ahead. I said, so you understand that feelings are fleeting.
Yeah, I understand that. But even then, like if someone makes me mad, I'm gonna tell them how I feel, and then I'm gonna love on. I'm gonna love on them afterwards. So that's what I was gonna say. Like it's not like I'm gonna be mad at you. I'm gonna just let you know how I feel, and then we gonna move on from that. There's no reason to just dwell on that.
Okay. Do you believe in and have non-negotiables?
Yes. Yeah, those are the boundaries that you set, and as long as you express that and communicate that to your partner, and they understand this is not to be passed, then it's good.
Okay.
Do you believe in non-negotiables?
Uh yes, I do believe in non-negotiables in a relationship. Um I mean, I don't know about you, but um you've probably heard me say this. I believe that experience is the best teacher in life. And certain things you're just not going to be aware of, you're not going to be privy to, you're just not going to know about it until you actually experience it for yourself. So I say that to say, I've learned um, boundaries, if you will, dealing or having dealings with women. Um, and if we want to use the term non negotiables, I've learned what some of my non negotiables are dealing with women, but there may also be some things out there that I haven't experienced and that I'm not privy to. And unless I actually experience it for myself and see how I feel about it, it may become a boundary in the future. It may become a non negotiable. Do you understand what I'm saying? Or am I not
Right.
making sense?
Right. And that's when it comes up, if you're like in a relationship, you would let that person know like, hey, this is something that I won't tolerate. And they should understand that. But what are like a list of some of your non negotiables?
Um, so to my knowledge, I've never been cheated on. I honestly don't think I've ever been cheated on, but my whole thing with cheating is let me knock on wood. If I was to ever be in a committed relationship with a girl, and we're just in a relationship, we don't have children, and I was to get cheated on again, let me knock on wood. That's going to be the end of that relationship. Now, and I've caught a little flack for this in the past. I think cheating is different in a marriage. If two people are married and they have children, so they actually have something they actually have something that's gonna tie them together for the rest of their existence on this earth. Um, I don't know if just upping and leaving and breaking up the family is a smart thing to do and something that someone should do because they learned that their person stepped out on them. Um, Now, is that going to affect the trust? That's obviously going to affect the trust um, going forward. But I think at that point, every option does need to be exhausted before, um, you break up the family. And after you exhaust every option, if if you realize that you're just not going to be able to cohabitate with this person, um, then I absolutely think it's best for that person's mental health and for the kids, um, for them to go their separate ways. Because I don't think anyone should be miserable, like you said earlier. But that's how I see cheating. Um, you know, you've seen me violate some people on here, Bree. But you tell me if I'm wrong. But do you think like I'm like a respectful person for the most part, and um I don't really be coming for anyone. I don't like go out of my way to be disrespectful to people.
Yeah, you're really respectable. You
Right.
don't disrespectful like that. You get a bit stern. I don't see you as like a disrespectful person though.
Right. So I'm not you know again, I never have a problem with someone disagreeing with me. I'm a very open-minded person. I like to learn. I like to try to see things from other people's perspectives. I like to hear people out. So I say that to say, if we have a disagreement, um, we can always have a conversation about. We can always have a respectful conversation about whatever the disagreement is. Um, but raising voices, yelling, calling people out their name. I'm just not going to engage um, in stuff like that. Um, like I really don't go back and forth with women, Bree. And when I talk, that's what I mean when I say going back and forth. Like I'm not going to engage in stuff like that. Like I said, like if you ever felt that if you ever hopefully this never happens, but if you ever feel like I disrespected you or something, Bree, or you felt that you felt that I said something that made you feel some sort of way, you can always hit me up and we can talk about it. But, if you wanted to get on some like yelling time and being disrespectful and calling people out their names, like how you said used to be like earlier, and you've worked on that side of yourself. I wouldn't engage I wouldn't engage in stuff like that. And we're
Right.
and we're human beings, and like everyone's flawed, because I have my flaws about me as well, just like you do. So I know we're not robots, and I've grown to understand that women are, and I say this respectfully, women are emotional, and women can be emotional, especially during certain times of the month. So, I'm not, I can, like, when a woman is getting snobby and being obnoxious and stuff and being a little rude and sassy, like, I can deal with that, And even if she gets out of place a couple of times, like, you know, I can tell her respectfully, like, again, like, if we got a disagreement, we can't be operating like how you're operating right now. But um yeah, so that, because I think the main point, Bree, is I think a lot of things in life are just communication. I think a lot of things can be solved with healthy communication. A lot of disagreements people have, I honestly think that they can be solved with healthy communication. But there's a lot of people that either don't know how to communicate, or there's a lot of people that don't know how to communicate in a healthy manner.
Right, and I used to be one of those people. I told you, like, I used to come for niggas' necks.
Right.
But by then, cause I'm like, I really be chilling. Like, I give you a couple warnings. I let you know how I feel. That last straw, I'm raising hell and I'm coming at your throat. And that's the end of it. You ain't gonna hear from me again. I'm gonna tell you how I feel, maybe, or I may not even tell you how I feel. And that's it. But now, I don't really have the energy to be coming at people's necks like that no more. But younger Bree, yeah, she gave it to you.
Hmm.